Hey, it's Haley, and this week for Micro Monday, we're going to do something a little different. We are in a real live garage and are going to take a look at some different examples of microcars and talk to their owner. So, just like resident mechanic Andy and his dad Bill are doing, let's jump in. Here are some of the bigger cars in the garage, and there in the middle is a little group of microcars, the Reliant with its unique third wheel in the front sticking out. And we're going to talk with their owner, Carlo.
Morris Minor, and it's an English car, convertible. Seems to be in running condition, at least it was last fall before we started here. Has a little four-cylinder engine in it. It's water cooled and
So what led you to buy it? What led you to buy all these cars?
I want to buy all the cars. Huh?
What got you interested in smaller cars?
Well, I don't know, the cost and the size of them. Without being so large, you know, the large cars are nice, but the only thing does to get around. These are more fun for a hobby thing. Just something to look at and say, hey, ooh, nah, look how pretty they look.
And did you have them growing up?
Well, my grandmother's.
Your grandma's.
At that time, they had cars like this in her, you know, right by her house. But I just got to ride in them at that time, 1951. I just never forgot them. You know, always enjoyed the idea of having something like that. And once I could do it, I went back into it, I guess. 1957, Heinkel. Designed and made by a airplane designer in the Second World War. And when the Second World War was over, they weren't allowed to build planes or design planes, so they started building cars because there was a need for that in Germany, for small cars, because that's what people could afford. And one similar to this was the Isetta that the BMW bought from an Italian company because they had big cars and the Germans couldn't afford them. They were just about going bankrupt. So they got into the Isetta, which is much like this, which I don't have one of, but that's kind of saved the company. But Heinkel was a similar type of design with the door that opens up to the front and a two-seater and a little bench in the back, not enough to sit on, but at least enough to...
For a kid, maybe.
Yeah, and then some designs are made bigger later, but this is the beginning of it, at least what I know about it. And
so
they're all based on motorcycle engines.
Have you ever heard of the microcars being called the smooch bowls? Have you ever heard that?
Smooch bowls. I don't know about that. I never heard of that expression, but maybe that's the new look and the new sound. I don't know. It's an English car. You can see it's kind of oddball with the three wheels. First thing my brother-in-law said when he saw it was, oh, that was the one that when you run around the corner, it would tip over. But this is a bigger engine, too, than the Heinkel or the Messerschmitt. It's a later version, too. It's like 67, you know, 60s versus 50s.
So what led you to this car?
Well, one fellow had one for sale, and then we found this one on eBay, and it sounded like a better deal. Just the oddity of it.
No, I guess that's all of them, isn't it? They're all a little odd, not normal cars that you see.
Well, that's how they used to do it, I guess. There's all the ball is to find as much oddity as you can, I guess.